guys, my name is Destructs, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my experience with the Rainbow Six Siege beta. So the beta's ended now, just a couple of days ago, and I'm going to be talking about my impressions of the game in general. So overall, I had a lot of fun during the beta. The gameplay I found had really good pacing, the rounds were a good length, and the combat was varied as well. I loved the sense of excitement you get, even before the attackers had begun their assault. Just being in the world of Rainbow Six Siege was amazing. I did also find that the class system was fantastic. There's a massive variety of classes, from the heavy riot shield classes, there's fast-paced, stealthy kind of trap-setting classes, explosive specialists. I really found that each class had very specific roles in their team, yet they could also all access the same base abilities like barricading and reinforcing walls, and even when perhaps all of the classes you wanted to play were taken up, you could still succeed with a class you are less familiar with, as each class would have one gadget which is present in every specialist, such as breaching charges, barbed wire, and several grenades. Luckily, the amount of classes which were obsolete in the beta was minimal. I only found a few classes which were kind of a bit crap, like the IQ and the bullets. The bullets was one with kind of the riot shield with a flash on it as well, and I just found that was kind of stupid, and I only saw one person use it throughout the entire time I was playing. And the IQ's gadget was just a little bit underwhelming for me, I think. Generally though, the class balance was very, very good, much better than the wide majority of shooters out there at the moment, and despite me complaining in my first video about the beta about riot shields, actually I found them really difficult to use and do well with, especially the Montan one. To put up your extended shield, you take away the ability to use your weapon, which kind of makes it impossible to really do well with that. Now, moving on to one major issue in the beta, and despite this beta being a game and server test, this was unacceptable. The matchmaking system was absolutely horrible. It would take me usually between 15 and 45 minutes to get into a single match. Somehow it's so difficult for them to put 10 players together. I'm not really sure how they managed to get this far in development and not realise this aspect of the game was completely broken, and I severely hope the same level of quality is not present in the full release of this title. Sure, this was a test, but a beta is supposed to be the final layer of testing before the full release, and the matchmaking system was so broken they'll probably need to do another beta in order to make sure the matchmaking system isn't still broken. And I also wanted to talk about the long wait times in the matches. It took way too long to get into a match, with ages spent choosing a loadout, a long time spent preparing and scouting, and a while after the match looking at stats for just one round. Once a single round is finished, the next one should start immediately. And I think at the start of the match, players should be able to choose a defending and attacking class for the entire match, which will save so much time. I mean, it's 45 seconds at the start of each round, and there could be 4 or 5 rounds. That's like over 4 minutes spent literally just looking at a menu, and most of the time you're going to be choosing a loadout and then waiting for some AFK dude to just sit there, and it's so annoying. But yeah, that's just a little thing. It's not, the long wait times aren't game breaking, but it just took away a lot of time I could have been actually playing the game instead of just waiting around. And there are a lot of shortcuts they could have done to actually get people into the game rather than just in loading screens. Overall, though, I had a great time on the beta, and I look forward to the full release. I won't be getting the game at launch, but depending on its reviews, I may consider getting it in a few weeks after the game's release, around Christmas time. That depends on all the reviews. I'm not looking at IGN, because IGN say every game is like amazing when it's terrible. But anyway, but yeah, the Star Wars Battlefront beta is on its way as well, so look forward to me covering that once I get my hands on it. But that is all I have, though. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.